want to get in trouble. I didn't do anything.
Okay. We need to know. Well, then tell us, okay? Tell us. They're both dead.
What?
Yeah, they're dead.
Tragedy, betrayal, and a web of deceit unfolded in the heart of Center Hill, Florida. In a shocking case that sent shockwaves through the community, a former Chase employee and her husband were accused of stealing $50,000 from a vulnerable man suffering from dementia. But when questions arose about their illicit activities, the situation took a sinister turn.
They're both dead.
What?
Yeah, they're dead.
A mother and her son, Cynthia and Sean Stack, were found brutally murdered in their own apartment. As investigators delved into the depths of this chilling case, they uncovered not only a tale of financial exploitation, but also the unsettling dynamics of seduction within the interrogation room.
The bullet went around the bone and around the artery.
Wow.
Through and through.
Jeez, that's lucky.
I know, he's crazy.
How long you guys been married?
It'll be a year in September.
Brace yourself for the gripping account of the Center Hill murders, where justice collided with the dark forces that lurk beneath the surface of human greed. The Center Hill murders, involving the deaths of Cynthia Stack, her grandson Sean Stack, and subsequent revelations of financial exploitation, shocked the community of Center Hill, Florida. The alleged perpetrators, Joshua Ramaswamy and Amelia Bissoon, were charged with murder and accused of attempting to cover up their embezzlement of $50,000 from Cynthia's father, who suffered from a traumatic brain injury and possible dementia.
Am I like getting arrested or something for something? Or?
We'll explain it to you.
Yeah, we'll explain it all to you, okay?
I just normally when this starts is like someone getting in trouble or arrested or something.
Well, we just, like I said, we want to be able to talk to you.
However, amidst the investigation, an unexpected turn occurred when Amelia Bissoon attempted to seduce the detectives who were interrogating her. This article delves into the tragic events surrounding the murders, the ensuing interrogation, and the unsettling dynamics of seduction that unfolded during the investigation. The investigation into the Center Hill murders began with the daunting task of unraveling the motive behind the brutal acts.
I'm gonna need to listen. Okay? At a certain point in time, we have to move past it, all right?
Mm-hmm.
He's a nice guy, and I'm sure you really do care about him.
I do.
Do you see now?
Mm-hmm. But it's not like I don't want to make it.
Detectives were faced with the challenging task of connecting the dots between the stolen money, financial exploitation, and the subsequent killings of Cynthia Stack and her grandson, Sean Stack. As investigators delved into the victims' backgrounds, they discovered a concerning pattern of financial exploitation. Cynthia Stack's father, who had suffered a traumatic brain injury and possibly had dementia, became a vulnerable target for Joshua Ramaswamy and Amelia Bissoon. The duo, both known to Cynthia, took advantage of her father's compromised mental state and began siphoning off funds from his accounts. The motive for the murders gradually unfolded as Cynthia and her daughter started asking questions and expressing suspicions about the irregularities in her father's finances. It became evident that Joshua Ramaswamy and Amelia Bissoon had a vested interest in silencing anyone who could potentially expose their fraudulent activities.
In these cases, you can't lie.
Mm-hmm.
You can't, which means holding something back,
Mm-hmm.
telling a partial truth,
Mm-hmm.
or just flat out lying.
Mm-hmm.
That is accessory. You're protecting someone, and I'm telling you right now, you don't need to do that.
The investigation focused on establishing a direct link between the stolen money and the motive for the murders.
What did he have you do? Like, what did he ask for?
Nothing, it's just we put 2 checks and $25,000 each,
Mm-hmm.
and that was it. The grandson came, picked him up, and...
The grandson came and picked him up?
Mm-hmm.
Detectives meticulously examined financial records, bank statements, and transaction histories to trace the flow of funds and identify any connections to the accused. By uncovering the extent of the embezzlement and its connection to Cynthia Stack's families,
If you know what happened, tell him.
investigators began to piece together a motive for the killings. Witness testimonies and interviews played a crucial role in shedding light on the motivations behind the murders. The investigative process involved extensive collaboration with forensic experts, financial institutions, and legal professionals to gather evidence and build a compelling case.
I didn't do any of this.
Put it this way, if you protect him and you don't tell us everything, then you're part of the crime.
Detectives meticulously documented and analyzed every piece of evidence, seeking to establish a clear motive that would stand up in a court of law.
I know, he's crazy.
How long you guys been married?
It'll be a year in September.
Amelia Bassoon, a key suspect in the Center Hill murders, presented an unusual and unexpected challenge during the interrogation process.
So what happened with this write-up? So, had you been a banker for him for a while?
Yeah, so I've been his banker since I moved here.
Initially, she may have appeared cooperative and willing to provide information to the detectives.
How long you guys been married?
He didn't tell me what he was going to do because I don't know the severity of it. I'm just scared.
However, as the interrogation progressed, her behavior took a manipulative turn, using seductive tactics to distract and deceive the investigators. The use of seduction as a manipulation tactic in an interrogation setting can have profound psychological effects on both the interrogator and the suspect. By employing seductive behavior, she sought to exploit these vulnerabilities to her advantage. Amelia Bassoon may have employed tactics such as flirtation, subtle flattery, or attempts to establish a personal connection with the detectives. The detectives involved faced the challenge of maintaining their objectivity, professionalism, and focus on gathering evidence while being exposed to manipulative behavior. While the detectives may have experienced internal conflict or temporary distractions due to Amelia's seductive behavior, it is crucial to highlight that law enforcement agencies are aware of these risks and have established protocols to address them. Detectives are trained to recognize manipulation tactics and are equipped with strategies to navigate through such situations while ensuring the integrity of the investigation. Steps were likely taken to manage the effects of Amelia Bassoon's behavior, including documenting and reporting her actions accurately, consulting with senior investigators or legal advisors for guidance, and maintaining meticulous records of the interrogation process. The legal proceedings following the Center Hill murders involved the presentation of evidence, witness testimonies, and legal arguments aimed at establishing the guilt or innocence of the accused individuals, Joshua Ramaswamy and Amelia Bassoon. The prosecution, representing the state, presented its case against Joshua Ramaswamy and Amelia Bassoon. To support their case, the prosecution likely presented a combination of physical evidence, such as forensic evidence of the crime scene, DNA samples, and fingerprints. In addition to physical evidence, witness testimonies played a crucial role in establishing the facts of the case. Their testimonies helped paint a comprehensive picture of the events leading up to and following the murders. The defense, representing Joshua Ramaswamy and Amelia Bassoon, had the opportunity to challenge the prosecution's case and present their own evidence or arguments to establish reasonable doubt. The judge or jury then weighed the evidence presented, assessed the credibility of witnesses, and deliberated on the guilt or innocence of the accused. In the end, Joshua Ramaswamy, 28, was charged with 2 counts of first-degree murder with a firearm, while his wife, Amelia Bassoon, 25, was charged with 2 counts of principal to first-degree murder. As the legal proceedings came to a close, justice prevailed, but the scars left on the victim's family will never heal.